What I'm going to say is going to piss a lot of Americans off, but I'm going to tell you the truth. America, militarily, is dead in the water. It has nowhere near the capabilities of the BRICS nations, thanks to China's innovative creations over the past 30 years in weaponry and technology. We all know for the past 25 years, America has made nothing since the stealth machinery in its arsenal. China has direct EMP weapons. They've already used them against United States forces when they took out the destroyer. They took out a destroyer and made it, and it had to be towed back to Subic Bay. It was all on the news. And if you can't find the story, then, you don't need to be looking anyway. But America cannot win a war against Iran, period, or the BRICS nations. America does not have the manpower. It does not have the military capability. It does not have the weaponry. I know a lot of Americans think, oh, America's the baddest ass country on the planet. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. 50, 60 years ago, it was the baddest MFer on the block, Jack. But since America got greedy and the politicians said that, we'll just skip making, building the military up. This lie that Donald Trump likes to say, I built the military up, I rebuilt it. Yeah, that's why America can't win a war. That's why America tucked its tail and ran from Afghanistan. Donald Trump didn't rebuild shit. Donald Trump is a liar, a pedophile, a child rapist, a murderer, a child murderer. Donald Trump is the worst person that has ever walked the face of the earth. And Donald Trump is holding the world hostage with his bullshit crybaby stuff, keeping the Strait of Hormuz closed. What's going to happen is Donald Trump is going to get America nuked. The rest of the world is tired of America, and they are going to drop nuclear weapons on the United States because they are tired of the United States. The United States is a bully. And what happens to a bully? Eventually a bully gets his ass beat. And America has a huge ass whooping coming. Whether you know it or not, whether you want to say it or not, America's about to get its ass whooped. God loves you. I love you.
This is exactly what I keep telling people. I keep telling people, listen, the American military is not what it seems, right? We don't have the capabilities that many of you were propagandized to believe. Y'all keep thinking that we're just these big bad wolves and we're just gonna keep bullying everybody and taking over the world and knocking people upside the head. Listen, coming from an American, right? Coming from somebody who, served in the military, I am telling you that, America's time is coming to an end, especially if they keep up these antics, right? With the Trump administration in office, they've single-handedly made everything much worse. There is no reason for us to be in Iran. Literally after we just came out of Afghanistan, right? We literally just came out of Afghanistan. We've been in the Middle East for longer than I've been alive, right? We've been at war in Afghanistan, right, for as long as I've been alive. I've heard about the Afghanistan war since I was in elementary school, and we just now came out of it just a few years ago, right? We have no business in the Middle East, right? We don't have the military capabilities that we once did anymore. What part don't people understand? And this is what we're doing out here. I'll show a clip. This is what Americans are debating about right here in this clip.
Good, man. It's Trump, man. How do you think they've done?
Hell yeah, dude.
I heard if you buy a hat like this, you like touching kids. Obviously, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I've known Donald Trump. I live in New Jersey. Seen him on the front page of the newspaper since he's 20 years old. He dates supermodels. He's not interested in kids. Epstein's job is to get powerful people and try to corrupt them. He threw him out of Mar-a-Lago. barred them from all the places in New York.
Right.
I mean, that's
Yeah, like I think just because he's friends with pedophiles doesn't make him one.
With any pedophiles, don't be fucking retarded, bro. No, you're retarded. You're retarded.
So okay, so you think that if he, I don't think he. I'm just saying I don't think he is one because he's friends with them.
In America, there's nobody dumber than you in America.
That's about the dumbest thing ever to say. He's friends with a pedophile. Just stupid. And you're not that.
Wait, you think that he is not friends with a pedophile?
No, not even less than the Clintons are.
Wait, you think Donald Trump is not friends with pedophiles?
He's not a pedophile.
Wait, okay, but not Jeffrey Epstein? You think Jeffrey Epstein is not a pedophile?
No, I don't think Jeffrey Epstein was a pedophile. He was
weird.
Operative.
Okay, you're getting too close. You're spitting on me, dude. Keep your mouth. Get a little further away. No, we can keep talking, but
now, as you can see, right, these people are debating if Epstein was a child predator or not. We've lost our minds, right? Listen, you can tell the strength of a country by the strength and capabilities of its people. Now, I want you to ask yourself something, people who are watching this, who are watching the After Pill. Ask yourself, just look around, just look at everything that's been going on, right? Does it look like we are mentally like ready for a war? Do we look like the strongest and the baddest country in all of the land, right? Answer this real deal. Look at the men. Right? Look at the men in the country. Look how much they've been castrated. Look how much the testicles have been ripped from up under their dang on sack. Right? Look at what's been going on with the family dynamic. Right? Look at what's been going on with the food. Right? They've been poisoning us for decades. Right? Injecting us with hormones for decades. Right? Look at the strength of the people. Look at the capability of the civilian people, and that will tell you where our military stands. So answer this question truthfully. Do you really think that we're capable? Right? I'm gonna sit up here and be real deal Holyfield with you, and I know the answer. We're not. This is the reason why when the administration came in, they tried to push this whole fitness ordeal, right? Or they tried to get RFK to push the whole nutritious when he don't know shit about shit, right? There's a reason. There's a reason why they tried to get people to be more of a patriot when they first came in. They wanted to get your sons, right, who have been infiltrated by the red pill. Yes, this has happened, right? These people were paying creators, red pill creators, right, to push Trump back when he was running, right? This is a known fact that they were paying creators and red pill creators and all of these people to push certain ideologies. So they know that this ideology was existing and they took advantage of the ideology. A lot of the things that they're pushing in the administration, a lot of the words that they're using, DEI and all of the other, CIA words, that stuff had come from social media. All of those words had come from social media. So they tried to use that to push the young men into the military. Like I keep telling y'all, the red pill ain't nothing. It was just for people to voice their thoughts, for people to get things off their chests, right? It wasn't for men to actually take action, no. That's not what it was. And it will never be that, right? It was just for men to get their frustrations out, never for them to actually take action, right? So many of those guys that you see, they'll yell and holler all day long in the comment section, oh, you piece of... Right? They'll do all of that in the comment section. But when it's time to actually go to war, when it's time to actually serve your country, right? When it's time to actually do your due diligence, oh no, I'm not going to war. But y'all was just talking all of that crap. Where y'all at now? Don't tread on me, guys. Where y'all at? Right now, nobody wants to serve, right? So you have a group of men, right now that exist in this country who feel like this country does not represent them. So you think you're gonna take away women, right? Young men are already priced out of women. Most men are priced out of women. Most men are priced out of dating. Most men are priced out of the housing market. Most men are priced out of the job market. They're priced out of everything, priced out of life. And you think that these young men, right, are just gonna go and serve for a country that is not doing anything for them, at least their forefathers, they got an entire, when their forefathers came from World War, right? At the end of World War, at least they had things to come back to. They had an economy that was about to boom and work in their favor, the best economy to ever exist on this land, right? At least they had that, right? Them guys who came back from Afghanistan, you know, God bless all of the soldiers who came back from Afghanistan after doing things and seeing things. A lot of those guys came back messed up. A lot of those guys came back, they got on drugs. A lot of those guys came back and, you know, took themselves out, right, with no help. A lot of those guys did not get any help from the VA. but the United States has a history of not treating their soldiers well, not treating their military well. Just look at what was going on with the ship that's been out there. I forgot the name of the ship, but they're talking about the ship is falling apart, right? The rooms are falling apart. No running water, right? No good food. They're running out of food, right? This is how we're treating people after being at sea for that long, right? But it's no surprise coming from the United States of America. So just look around and look at the decaying society around you. Now ask again, do you think that we're ready for a full-fledged war? Absolutely not. And then you know other people are going to get dragged in it, right? As you can see, Turkey. Look at what Turkey is doing, right? Turkey was brought into it because of you know who bombing assets in Syria, Turkish assets in Syria. So of course Turkey's going to get involved. Why are you bombing our assets, right? But then you know who we're going to back. You know exactly who we're going to back. So this is moving more. So you got Russia and Ukraine going back.
Welcome to the afterpill.co, your one-stop shop hub for everything that I offer. Whether you're here to book a one-on-one coaching call, join the Patreon community, explore Horizon Atlas, your relocation app, or access my latest content and resources, you'll find it all right here. Choose your path, take action, and start building the life you want.
Back and forth. You have Israel and Iran going back and forth. Well, I'm not Israel and Iran, Israel and Palestine, but I mean, you know, I'm not sure whose side Iran is on, but I probably could take a pretty good guess, right? So you got Israel, Iran, then you got Turkey, Russia, Ukraine, right? And of course, United States is the big dog on this side, and you got Russia and China, the big dogs on the other side, right? This is moving us literally towards possibly a World War III. A World War III. But a lot of people in America are full of themselves. If you think that we're gonna come out on top, come out unscathed, yeah, you got another thing coming, right? I mean, we can't even keep up with our own infrastructure, right? And we're so-called a superpower. No, we are a dying power. We're a dying power. All the signs are there. Literally, we can't even help our own selves, right? We keep trying to stretch and stretch and stretch militarily, but clearly it is driving us to the brink of collapse. And people are still sitting around lollygagging. Like the clip I just showed you, these people are sitting back defending Epstein and the Epstein class of people and what they're doing, literally selling shirts, t-shirts and hats and all kinds of stuff. This is what we're doing. Then of course they're all sloppalopasauruses. They're all fat sloppalopasauruses, right? We don't even have a healthy population, right? Then hopefully he's talking about some, you know, the world may get tired and nuke America, man. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. But I mean, what do you do to a bully, right? What do you eventually have to do to a bully? Come on, say it, right? It depends on how violent that bully is, to be honest with you, how violent that bully is, right? Either you got to knock him out or you got to take him out. And that's what people, you know, on the other side are clearly, you know, saying amongst themselves, what shall we do with this bully? Right? Once upon a time, you know, America had that respect. Right? Once upon a time, you know, America had that power. And I'm not saying they just, you know, completely without, right? Slowly but surely, right? It's not a, you know, a snap of a finger, then a fall. No, this happens over years. This happens over decades. This happens over months. As you can see, look at the months. Look at the years. We've deteriorated just these past 2 years. We've deteriorated just this past administration. We've deteriorated since the past 2 administrations. But people keep thinking that we're supposed to know. When he ran, he said no more wars, literally. He said no more wars. That's literally what he ran on, no more wars. But as soon as his butt get in office, he pulls us into a war, right? Or better yet, because they were all doing debaucherous things on that island, right? He's getting blackmailed by you-know-who's. He's getting blackmailed by the you-know-who's. And now he said, well, if you don't want to get this out, you and your boys need to follow my leadership and my direction. So in actuality, foreign countries are bringing us into a war, right? Due to the debaucherous nature of the leader of our said country, right? So no more wars, but we're fighting wars. Said you was gonna create jobs. I mean, there are no jobs, and you've been getting rid of jobs. I mean, it's an ish show. But I mean, you know, America voted for it. America voted for it. So now we got to take that on the chin. We very well have to take that on the chin, and we got to deal with it. It is what it is. I mean, hopefully we don't go to war, but it's looking like we may. But I just created this video because I want to let y'all know that, like, get your head up out the toilet. You better start waking up. You better start making plans. You better start doing something, because it's only going to get worse, right? Militarily, we are deficient. We can't even take on Iran. I mean, if that's not proof enough, right? If that's not proof enough, I don't know what is. Everybody from the top down in this administration is completely just dim-witted, right? They're completely lackluster in doing their jobs. That is they're the DEI hires, and that's an afterpill. The afterpill is the ideology. The escape blueprint is the framework, and PFP life is how you should live, in purpose, in freedom, and in power. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.
Welcome to the afterpill.co, your one-stop shop hub for everything that I offer. Whether you're here to book a one-on-one coaching call, join the Patreon community, explore Horizon Atlas, your relocation app, or access my latest content and resources, you'll find it all right here. Choose your path, take action, and start building the life you want.